Hello everyone. In today's lecture of software engineering, we are going to go through process models. Our first traditional model, which is waterfall model, explanation of waterfall model diagram, and explanation of phases. So let us see what is first process models are. The process that deals with the technique and management issues of software development is called a software process. It gives us set of stages in ordered manner. It gives some general guidelines. Process models are completely based on SDLC. We have already gone through what system development lifecycle is, what its phases were, and we also learned that SDLC can be applied to any system's development. But now, software industry and software development needs some guidelines or some systematic steps to be followed in the development of software only. We can completely apply steps, stages, and phases given by these process models in the development of any software. We went through what system development lifecycle was and its phases that were planning and requirement analysis, system analysis, design and develop, testing and integration, implementation, and finally maintenance. But as we all can see in the diagram, this diagram gives us a circular development, and henceforth we are going to study models which can be applied to software development only. So the first traditional model is waterfall model. Now, as you can see in the picture, there is a picture of waterfall. Why a systematic model which is applied for the development of software named as waterfall? If we closely observe and if you are asked that what concepts do you find in this picture, or what is the concept behind naming a model as waterfall model, I would like you all to pause this video and think about it, that why a systematic study model which is applied in the development of software named after waterfall. When you see waterfall, we see that there is a flow of water from a height. The water is flowing from upward to downward, we can say, or we can also say the water is flowing from left to right. The water in the waterfall never reverses back itself to the top. That means if it is flowing from top to bottom, it will flow in the same direction and will not flow back. The second thing which I can say I see or can observe in a waterfall is it falls between stages, it falls between creeks, it stops somewhere and it flows back. But it never comes back to the first point. It goes on flowing from top to bottom or in one direction and never reverses its direction. Now let us see what our conceptual model is all about and why it is named as waterfall. You can still pause this video and think over this, that why a conceptual software development model is named as waterfall model. So here is the diagram of waterfall model. As you can see, there are certain stages involved. Total 8 phases or stages are involved in waterfall model. This is a very systematic model and is still used in industry as a guideline, serving as a guideline in the development of software development. Here in the boxes is one phase of waterfall. And as you can see, each phase of waterfall is divided into two phases. Let us systematically study the diagram first. As you can see, only the first two phases are giving the phase or a part of validation. Next, every phase is divided by verification. This is one single phase which is divided into either validation or verification. Now, what is the difference between these two words? Validation, we can say, is the process of checking whether the specification captures the customer's needs, while verification is the process of checking that the software meets the specification. Now, what does validation means? Validation is you are validating something before going further. Here we are systematically going to consider customers' requirement, validate them, and then go for further development. Whereas verifying is checking the previous phase. You are going to verify whether the previous part is correctly done or not, and then only you are going to proceed further. Let us again keenly observe. On keenly observing, you can see the first phase is system feasibility. The phase is performed, it is validated, and further a document is passed to the next phase. Now, the phase is system feasibility, so we are going to generate a feasibility report and pass it further to requirement analysis and project planning phase. Now here we enter to the next phase. As you can see, the direction of arrows is unidirectional. That is, you are coming from left to right or you are going from top to bottom. There is no arrow which is reversing the flow or which is going back to the previous phase. So one thing which you should study and remember is no phase can be reversed, no direction can be reversed. If you are going or developing in one directional, you have to proceed in the same direction and no coming back. This is a basic feature of waterfall model. So once you perform the first phase, which is validated, which is system feasibility, you produce a feasibility report, you pass it on to the next phase, which is the phase of requirement analysis and project planning. You validate this phase and again produce some documents, which is requirement document and project plan. Now you are proceeding further to the next phase, which is system design. Again, this phase gets divided into two stages, which is designing the system and verifying whether we have performed that phase correctly or not. As we cannot reverse back to the previous phase, one thing we should do is we should perform every phase very, very keenly or very, very importantly. If you are doing or performing any sorts of mistake, they are going to reflect in the further phase and you cannot fix them back at all. So after performing the system design phase, you will again generate system design document, pass those documents to the next phase and perform its verification. The next phase is detailed design. Here you will study the design produced by the system design in detail, verify it, and again produce detailed design document and pass it on to the next phase, which is the phase of coding. Now, this is a very familiar phase to us as we all are developing or we are in the phase, we do develop systems, codes, and programs. So, nothing new should be told about the phase of coding. You will perform the phase of coding, again, verify this phase, produce programs, code, and pass it on to the phase of testing. Again, the phase of testing is performed, it is verified, and if you can keenly observe, here three different documents are produced. The first document is a test plan, the other is test report, and the last one is test manuals. The test manuals are usually which are directly applied as or used as customer manuals or user manuals. These three manuals are forwarded and sent to the next phase, which is installation, which is our implementation phase. The phase of installation is performed, new installation documents are produced, and finally, the phase of operation and maintenance are performed. As you can see in this diagram, each phase is divided, some documents are generated, the documents are forwarded to the next phase. This is specifically done because in industry, mostly people performing phases are different. The development gets divided into teams, and say for example, first team is performing first phase, then they need to hand over their work to the next phase. So the next phase team needs to understand the work done by the previous phase and then work accordingly. So after completion of every phase, some documents are generated and referred throughout. This was explanation of traditional model's first model, which is waterfall model. Thank you.